Well, hi, welcome back to the channel. So this is the fourth and probably the final installment of our road trip up north, New South Wales. We had everything. We had blue skies, we had beaches, and yes, those are hailstones and snow on the ground. Welcome to the Australian summer. You get everything, 4 seasons in one day, and we were surrounded by these black thunderstorms. So we had to slow down, obviously. Snow on the road, hailstones hitting the car. We had the full gambit. In fact, it got so bad at one stage that I actually had to pull under some trees to give us some protection because it was really hammering down. Thankfully, we got no car damage, so we were able to move on to some waterfalls. That's what we're here to see. Let's go check them out. Well, good morning. So this morning we're down at Ebor Falls, and this is probably one of the most spectacular falls in the whole sort of area here. Not the highest, but there's three sort of different stages to the falls. Unfortunately, the bushfires went through here just a few months back there. So the whole forest was completely devastated. In fact, if I just turn around to where I'm standing, you can see the sort of sheer devastation in the forest here. A real shame. Even the bench where I'm actually sitting, even the bench got affected. The main viewing platform was completely burnt out. So sad. But that also means that right now the national park is closed, so you can't get down there right now. I think all the boardwalks got burnt out, and the paths are not too safe. So we just want to make sure we do the right thing. I'm just taking a shot from this sort of railing, the viewing platform, and I've put a 7200 on to really get into. This is the lower part of the falls, which is the sort of most accessible in terms of viewing it. I did, from the very top, I did fly a drone from the car park so I could just get a shot from the top falls, so I might put that up as well. A real shame that we can't get down and get a shot, but hey, there's always next time. It's a good excuse to come back. So I'll put the shot up from Ebor Falls, and we'll move on to the next one. Check it out. Hi, so this is the very top of Ebor Falls. It's actually a two-stage waterfall, with the first stage that you can see here and the second stage just below me. So from this vantage point, I can see both stages, so we'll get both in the shot. Unfortunately, we can't get down because the national park is closed right now because of bushfires. So let's get this shot. I've got this little green bit of foliage as a little bit of foreground interest. And I just want to make sure I capture him and get him really sharp. I'm at f9, so everything is pretty much pin sharp in the shot. Anyway, we've got the shot from the top. Let's check this one out. So then it was time to leave Ybor Falls behind, and my goodness, that's definitely recommended if you have the opportunity to go visit if you're in the area. Back on the road, some blue skies and some dry roads to drive on, which was a pleasant change. And now we come into an area called Apsley Falls. Now, Apsley Falls is about an hour south of Armadale. Isn't it great how you meet people when you're traveling and they make a recommendation that you didn't even know about previously? So we went over to Apsley Falls. This is not me speeding through the national park, by the way. I am taking my time. I just sped up the video. But the area was great. It had lots of camper vans and camper trailers and Winnebagos and people traveling and visiting. Really nice place, well kept, and definitely worth a visit. We had a really nice chat with this group of bikers that had arrived, had driven all the way up from Newcastle in New South Wales, and we're having a bit of a visit here and then back to Newcastle. So anyway, let's park the car, let's go check out some waterfalls. Hi, so we've just arrived at Apsley Falls, just to the south of Armadale. This is enormous. The gorge here is really very steep walls, and we got a mixture of stuff going on in the sky. And there's a little bit of blue sky. There's thunder clouds happening over the other side of the gorge. It's in some ways we got to get the shot and get out of here before the heavens open up on us. So my settings right now, I'm at f10. I'm at 0.6 of a second. I've got a 3-stop ND filter in front of the lens right now, and I've spun the polarizer just to stop the reflections off the bottom of the rocks at the bottom of the falls there. Let's check this one out. Hi again. So what we've done now is we've actually walked. There's a bridge. You might be able to see it in the very distant in the distance over here. There is actually a bridge that you can cross the river, and you can walk around this trail which takes you around the other side of the falls. From my perspective, this is a much better view of the falls here because it shows the bowl in its entirety here with the falls coming in from the right hand side. Beautiful scene, really quite incredible. So I've set the camera up first of all in a landscape format here. The sky's quite bright here, so what I'm doing is I've got a graduated filter just to bring down the sky a little. Wow, what a scene. Just the right amount of greenery there, a bit of green moss, a little bit of green growing on the hills here as well. I'll take a second shot down the gorge in a sec, so I'll show you that in a second. But wow, I can imagine with a heavy waterfall, heavy rains, and this waterfall really working, this is going to be an epic shot. So my recommendation: cross the bridge, come up to this first lookout here. It looks directly at the falls. Let's check this shot out. Okay, so probably the last shot from this location. We've got some breeze coming in now, some thunder clouds right behind the camera. In fact, we're hearing thunder all around us, so it's probably time to vacate. But last shot from this location is I'm trying to do a bit of a panorama across here. So I'm starting off down the gorge itself, which it just looks epic from this location. Sheer vertical walls that go up probably, I'm guessing 200 meters. It's quite incredible. Anyway, so the panorama is coming from the gorge itself, taking in the stairwell across here as well, which is a really interesting stairwell just in its own right, because it's kind of sticking out of the hill. It's just interesting to get to. I can see why they've closed it off. And then right across to the falls on the right hand side. The secret, as always, when you're doing a panorama is to have the tripod head as flat as possible, so that when you pan from left to right, the horizon stays flat. That helps Lightroom or Photoshop to stitch the shots together seamlessly. So I've managed to do that. I haven't got my my pano head with me, but it's good enough on the ball head. Let's see if we can get this shot to come out, and we'll get the whole scene with the little river at the bottom as well. Let's check it out. So so probably one of the last waterfalls that we're going to shoot here, Apsley Falls. It's about an hour south of Armadale. Thoroughly recommend it. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you can get here after some rainfall, it's going to look absolutely epic. My recommendation is come over the bridge, walk around the falls, and there's an amazing lookout up here. Really unfortunate you can't get down, but I can understand why, because these cliff faces are absolutely sheer. You'd have to abseil down to get down there. It's just incredible. We don't want to do that today. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the shots. If you liked them, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the video, do all that stuff. Actually, if you're new to this and you subscribe, right next to the subscribe button you'll see a little bell. If you ring that bell, YouTube will notify you anytime some of these videos go up. So let me know what was your favorite shot. As always, I'm always interested to know. Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.